Hey Taurus, it's Lulu, and today I'm gonna straighten up in my seat. Today I'm going to do your April 2020 spiritual conversation. Thank you. Will not apply to everybody. Thank you. Also, you can check the playlist for the monthly readings, the weekly mudras, the meditation playlist for the meditations that I play here on the channel, as well as the spiritual advice playlist, and the Saturday Night Live playlist as well. It's a lot of information in all of those. All right. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Any information that you need is in the description box, darling. Yes. All right. What do you have for Taurus, honey? Label. What do you have for labels? Y'all been so patient. I appreciate it so much. I ain't had a vacation. It's gonna be almost a year in just a couple of more months. I don't know how I'm gonna keep on going. Thank y'all. Gratitude. Ooh, what y'all done been through, honey? All right. I don't know why a lot of these readings have relationships in them like this, but apparently a lot of folks are going through that at this time. So what comes up is what we deal with. You hear me? Now, the bottom of the deck, strategy. So moving into May, you're going to go through a number of things that are going to lead you into making plans for something different. Whatever that may not be at the forefront of your mind at this time because you may be unclear because of the things that you have gone through here. And you've just been patiently in your bullpen waiting. So your first card out is appreciation. With this card here, I'm saying that the things that you've worked on, the things that where you are in this moment, you are grateful. However, you may not, like I said before, you don't see that the seeds that you've planted and began to water, what they're about to blossom into. You are unaware of how big this is about to be. You may have taken some type of offer to be in a relationship or taken some type of partnership here. But overall, I'm seeing where you've accomplished a number of things on your own, and you should really celebrate those things because you've been through a lot and you've made it. It's right here. Now, the fog has cleared. There's no need for you to worry anymore because you are getting back on track. Okay, it's a process, baby. What is this? Yeah, it's a process. It's new. Page of coin. This is something new. You're doing the work and you're taking your time. You're doing what needs to be done as it needs to be done because this is a new you. This is you revealing who you are on another level. That's what this page of coin consists of. The revealing. No longer needing to play a certain type of part. No longer needing to be a certain type of way. Really revealing yourself to yourself in order for you to reveal who you are to other people. It's right here. Okay. I also feel that there are things that you have left behind and you're feeling more free. You've been freed from. Somebody open the bullpen. You're free. Free to be yourself, free to do things according to how you want things to be done. But of course, with this collaboration, a choice will need to be made here. I feel like you are thinking a lot of things through. You may be in your head a lot, Taurus. You may be in your head a whole lot, reassessing your circle, reassessing your friendships, reassessing your family, reassessing a Leo, possibly, Gemini, whoever. But overall, the things that are being brought to the light, the things that are being brought to your attention have a lot to do with matters of the heart. So this reading has a lot to do with Taurus and female energy. Could be a mother. You may be a mother of 3. So let's slow down. Being more engaging, but from a very logical standpoint. Getting the beautiful clarity that you need. maybe doing some reading and research here, right? Doing some type of reading and research to get back on track. Realizing that the part that you played in certain friendships, the part that you played in certain relationships, now you see it clearly. You see who people are clearly as well. Healing the bloodline, healing friendships. Taking a partnerships, possibly with a Gemini, making a choice to take a partnership seriously. I also feel that you may be dealing with someone who is very charismatic, someone who knows how to do, like they may have everything that you have dreamt of in a spouse here. But you want to take a more logical approach, so you may be doing research on their sign, research on their personality type, research on, get to know the person, Taurus. Thank you. But also with this magician energy, I really feel that this is a time for you to make things work. What does that look like to you? What is that? What is that? What does making it work look like to you? And really expressing that to the other person. Because this is a very important opportunity period for you. Told you. Very important. It's going to move fast, so you're releasing yourself from certain limitations and doing things a different way. There's not a lot of compromise that is needed here, I don't feel, but I do feel that there's a lot of clarity and confidence in what it is that you want to do and how you want to do it, right? There's a lot of clarity and confidence in what you found out, okay? Oh, shit. This is the type of stuff I don't be wanting to talk about, but I'm finna go there because it's right here. Now, some of you may have received the message or looked, I don't know why you're looking at your spouse's phone. It's not my business. I'm not judging. I'm just asking why you're doing it. I need one good reason in the comments why you're going through somebody's phone. One good reason. It got to make sense. If they ain't having a heart attack and you got to go on their phone and find their mama number after you call 911, why is you on their phone? Move forward. Because someone found something here. Okay. May have found something about a third-party situation. So let's see. Boss. There may have been an Aries in the phone, or someone who the other person works with in the phone, right? Or I'm just saying, I think that some of you may have even found out that your father had more children than they said they did. It's something like that. It's about finding out about others, right? Doing research and finding out about others, and feeling there may be feelings of confidence, being confident in the findings, but not expressing them. Okay? Wanting to take a trip. Either leave this behind or take a trip to meet these people. So it's about joining a group as well. So hold on. What does this Emperor have to do with anything? Being left behind for someone else. Maybe you found that out, right? But overall, what I'm getting here is that it's time with the information that is coming out, with this, whatever this is that is being revealed, this is moving you into calmer waters. Now that you have clarity of belief, clarity of, you have facts behind your intuition, right? Now it's time to leave that behind, because see how he's looking at him? They are looking at each other. One is leaving now. I told you, someone is taking a journey, taking a trip away from someone else, right? So there's no more arguing, no more fighting, no more confusion, chaos, no more drastic miscommunications, right? Intentional miscommunication. And now you will be feeling back on track. You'll feel as though now I've gotten to a space where I just know what it is, what's really good, what's really going on, right? Here. This is strong. Leo, Aries, Gemini. This is strong. So let's see. I also feel someone is reaching out to you to try to apologize. Someone is reaching out to you to try and make things right. Someone is reaching out to you. I feel like this is family on this end. There may be a family member who is reaching out to you to try and make things right or apologize. It could be a mother, right? Or a stepmother. I don't know. It's a woman. But they are needing your assistance, so you may be going to see them, or you haven't seen them in a while and you are planning to go and see them. But I do see you taking a trip or some type of movement that has to do with following your heart. Okay. With that Eight of Pentacles as well, you are ready to move forward with the things that you've already planned, because you've been having plans. So you're moving forward with some plans that you've already made. You're continuing to finish this canvas off, right? Because every new life cycle, we get a blank canvas to start anew, right? So we visualize what it looks like and we begin to create and paint this picture, right? This masterpiece. So you are completing this masterpiece, right? Before things, come full circle moving into May, I feel. There may be, you may be in contact with someone who, every time that you speak with them, it's always the same old song, the same old story. There's another person here who may come off as not having any issues or any problems, but don't want to hear anything about anyone else. They may only like to talk about whatever it is that they like to talk about. Because I feel like this is you assessing your circle, right? And then there's another person who is always lethargic or so very drained by life, but they don't interact with people enough to be so drained by life, right? So they may be in a little depressed, okay? So let's see here, clarify this. And I really feel like if this is in a circle of friends, this is family that has to take care of someone that you have to go and make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to, because everyone has some type of complaint and you have to go and see it for yourself instead of taking their word, which I advise anyway. Moving forward. What is these women doing here? Maybe people you have worked with and you're wanting to get away from them. But overall, I feel that with these people, you just have to be different. You have to show that you're different and not have to be in group thinking right here. Yep, because there's some type of secret. There's some type of new beginning coming in, but there's also something that is not going to be revealed to you until you make it through these next few steps. It's important that with this new beginning that is coming in for you, whether it's new feelings of being grounded, new feelings of just really maybe a job offer, right? Because with this Ace of Coin and this Moon card, she's holding a coin behind. It's not a coin, but it looks like a coin to me today. And she's holding this behind her, and it's important for you. That's what's going to be revealed to you. This offer, this is where that strategy from the beginning of the reading comes from as well. What will you do with it, right? When this is revealed to you, it's very important that you communicate your desires. You communicate what it is that you truly want at this time. This may be around the new moon that you get this clarity, or you get this email, this text, or this communication from one of these people. But it has much to do with possibly changing residence as well, right? Or the change of residence if you're in the healthcare field. There's a need to, some of you may get in this space where when group chat, group conversation, I don't know what it is, but when you are with around these people, this is going to balance you out because you are unsure of what to expect. So expect nothing, right? Just stay grounded and protected so that you won't pick up other folks' energy, number one, and also stay grounded so that you won't just fly off a hinge on people saying how different you are, how different you've been, or how different you look, right? Because what I feel, with this moon card is that there's something unexpected that will be happening. There will be some type of transfer of funds or some type of change in your health. Okay? So you want to be mindful of that. I also feel that with this energy, there's some shedding, some deep shedding going on when it comes to how you deal with other people. So that may have some because it okay, transference. Okay, so transferring responsibility to another. Oh, so that may be it as well. And it may break your heart that you have to take on this new responsibility. So even if it's taking care of an elder, your health, if it has anything to do with your money, I feel that it crosses with some of your fears, okay? But that is okay, because this is a time for you to gather yourself here. Yeah, and get it together. You may want to spend time outside alone, okay, under your favorite tree or on your favorite step or what have you, because now that you are getting back in balance and figuring things out, you will see that no challenges, there's nothing that you can't endure. There's nothing that you can't accomplish, regardless of what happens in this circle, right? There may be a fear of going back to school, a fear of taking on a new career, or some type of fear that has to do with knowledge, the gaining knowledge. So if it's a new job, you know, there may be fears in, okay, do I have the mental capacity to make this happen, right? But all jobs train you. I don't even know what you're scared for. Move forward. If it's school, some of you may even be deciding to see a therapist, or get some type of work or help with that as well if you're not deciding to do it yourself. I also feel that once you feel like you're back on track, once you realize that things aren't always what they appear to be, this is when you're going to be ready to take a trip, ready to journey, ready to move forward, ready to possibly relocate. Just ready. Got your whole bag packed. But it's probably go see your mama though, or your grandmother. So hope you ain't single. Now then. Oh, some of you will be taking a trip and meeting someone new. You will be meeting whoever it is. They may drive a white car. Something about white interiors, white car, white interior. Now then, but you have a decision to make when it comes to pulling yourself together and making shit happen. Okay. Now, I do see where there may be some time, a time for you to release a lot of the old energy here, a lot of the old ways of doing things, a lot of the old behaviors. Something about this trip, even if it's just a trip to go kick it with someone, or just, you know, it's something about getting out of your element. That's what it is. You'll be out of your element. So you're being pulled out of your element to really see things differently, see yourself differently as well. Detaching from how you used to believe things were. Detaching from who you thought you were. Regaining strength from the heart source, right? The source of it all. Now, pulling it all together and bringing doing the shadow work that is needed in order for you to release yourself. Some of you may be feeling like you can't get away from certain situations, or how do you, because I just really feel like all of a sudden you know that you don't fit in certain circles. You know that you don't fit in certain places. There's certain stuff that you don't believe in that possibly people around you believe in. And it's just like, okay, how do I get out of this shit? Because it's only so long that you can act like, that's what that is, right? Excuse me. What is this? Because I also feel like there's an old relationship, possibly, that for some reason it may have made the old way that you were, or the old way of being that they are pulling you out of because you're growing, right? Because we're always growing up as long as we do the work. So it may be that maybe there's some body dysmorphia, or maybe there's some okay, did you gain weight? Because for some reason I get that this is a physical, like seeing yourself differently, but like literally seeing yourself differently. But it's kind of like when I used to wear them tight. Hold on. This is different from the spiritual transformation that I be talking about over here, because this is what I'm saying right here. Sometimes you wake up one day and you just like, and you just look in the mirror like, I've been wearing this shit. Because I used to wear these little shirts and be having my stomach out a little bit back in the day. Because I still do it now, but it was different back then. Because I really thought that and then I'm like, well, hold on, that ain't right. So it's something along the lines of that, like seeing, like, this is who I really, you finally see who you really are. And you may even be realizing that certain people were not your friends, because friends wouldn't allow you to do certain things, or they'll step up and tell you the truth about certain things, right? When you got real friends. So I really feel like this is a friendship thing. Ace of Cups, a newfound love for yourself, a newfound love for yourself, which leads to a new love. So there may be some type of outpour of emotion when it comes to the things that you have to release and let go of, but it also brings you are vindicated in a sense, because you are releasing yourself from old patterns of behavior, old mental beliefs, old constraints. You know what I mean? So now you're feeling free and you're feeling whole. You're feeling very light about your direction now, that things have been illuminated for you. You're feeling communicative, but from a heart space, right? You're communicating with yourself from a heart space, right? Which is beautiful, because this allows you to detach, right, from things that no longer serve you. This is also bringing in a lot of, you may even feel an overflow of emotion that you may feel drained the next day, but you're really doing a lot of the work that is necessary for you to do to move to this next level, because after that you will really begin to feel like the Queen of Cups, just filled, cup overflowing with emotion. That nurturing energy just, it's inside and it's just flowing on the outside. Everybody feels it, they see it. And you are also healing certain situations and relationships when you go into this Ace of Cups, right? When you go into this, just knowing what to release, just knowing how to release, just knowing that this is part of the process, just knowing you are fine the way that you are, the new you. That's what you found out. Hold on. Because it could be a love offer coming in from a fire sign. He popped out. And he's possibly been waiting for you to get out of the rut, or finally waiting. Because, sometimes people can, with the timing, right? Because, things be working out in the background. Folks be over there going through what they got to before they can meet you. You going through what you got to before you can meet them, so that y'all meet at a time where it's not going to be a whole lot of luggage to unpack when y'all together. It's always going to be something, but it just won't be as much. But this person is coming in waiting to come in very confidently to make an offer to you. It may be someone that you tried to release yourself from in the past and you've looked back like you don't know if you want it or not. But I feel like that's that apology coming in as well. So that person may even be making an apology. So you have a number of people maybe apologizing. But overall, with this King of Wands, what he's doing is, if you want this person to fight for you, okay, if you are the feminine and you want this masculine to fight for you, you must continue to do the healing work. You must continue to face yourself, face your fears, release yourself from things that once held you back, that haven't been working. Because a lot of times when we ask ourselves questions or ask God questions, it's like, okay, why I can't find me a man that woo woo woo, right? Well, a woman don't find a man. A man finds a woman, honey, okay? Because in that case, okay? So whenever you ask questions, the answer is already there. You're really asking rhetorical questions. Especially if you ask it from your heart, you will receive the answer regardless. Just keep talking to yourself. Don't let nobody know. Now, it's time to let go, honey. It's time to be free. They brought it out the third time. It's time for you to free yourself. It's time for you to take the steps necessary to walk into this new you, a healthier you. You may even be deciding to work out more. You may be deciding to eat more, eat better, changing your way of life. You probably like me and gaining a little weight in this little quarantine. Probably did, honey. We're getting it together now. But also, whatever training or new adventure that you are on, I feel that this is all new to you. But also, this may have something to do with the female figure needing to, because someone is older than you. Okay, so someone, okay, we're going to say someone is older than you. Maybe a water sign that is older than you. They love you and they appreciate you, but they need to express that to you. Yeah. This person wants to work on things with you and make things right. They want a stronger foundation with you. They want to make things right. They want to, yeah, it's a woman. They want to make things right. They want to mend fences, mend, mend hurt, pain, sorrow. And it's important for you to express to people that your self-care is a priority. It's important for you to express to people that you need time, you need more time. Okay, I accept your apology, but before we move forward, I just need a little time to just take all this in, process it, right? Because I feel like, there may be someone who feels like you are doing things that they wouldn't do or doing things in a way that they wouldn't do, but they try not to, come down on you hard, right? But at the end of the day, they miss being in your company. They miss being around you. They miss having your energy around. But they can't express it. They don't know how. But there's a lot of healing that is taking place here. Because you may even feel like, no, I just want to do things on my own. The logical thing for me to do is do things on my own. Okay, But someone really wants to work with you. Many of you may be free spirits in your own right. What is this broken heart? Maybe some type of financial situation that you don't feel like you got the right, you weren't rewarded accurately. Maybe someone sold a house and you feel that wasn't right and it needs to be cleared up, but they want you to be in your power about this. There's some type of balancing of finances. That balance is coming once you allow yourself to heal, once you walk into this newness, but there may even be over a death, over some inheritance, right? This really broke your heart. Someone that you may have held at a high regard, and something happened to the point where you would rather not go do the back and forth with others. You rather just, it's not worth it, is what you said. It's not worth it. So you want to continue to allow yourself to heal and move forward. Allow yourself to Go in those deep places, right? Go in those spaces that you repressed for many years, because there may be a lot of pain and hurt and sorrow that needs to be dealt with right here. I feel like there may be some back and forth between a Virgo and a Scorpio, and you just have to play the middleman in that, and it's heartbreaking. I also feel that there's something to do with needing to weigh the pros and cons of a certain situation. Like, do I continue to build here, or do I start something new? Do I just leave all this behind and start something new from the ground up? What do I do? Whatever it is, it's really hurting, okay? It's really painful, because it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. But you have what it takes to make this happen. Be sure to take your spiritual breaks. Be sure to rejuvenate your energy on a regular, because I feel like people may be draining you from a distance. Who broke Taurus' heart? Baby, don't do that. Some of you, excuse me, you get a lot of praise. You get a lot of compliments. You get a lot of what you would want from someone near you. You see, may have Libra somewhere in your chart, because I know Libras can be like that. Now, all the praise in the world don't mean nothing if the people next to you and around you don't do it, right? That's the praise that matters the most, because they know you, right? So it's more a deeper appreciation for it. At any rate, you got to reclaim your power. You're going to have to reclaim your power. You're going to have to go within and mend the broken pieces, the things that, have hurt you to the point where you didn't acknowledge them as they happened. You just, tried to look over it. Oh, I'm over that. Saying that you're over it and actually just really knowing it's a difference. Just because you don't want to talk about it don't mean that you're over it. Just because you haven't thought about it in a long time and it hasn't come up resurfaced doesn't mean that you're over it, you see. Who did this to Taurus, honey? What happened? Some type of argument or miscommunication comes through and pisses you the fuck off. And you realize that you're scared of being hurt already. You have fear of allowing something to end, or leaving certain pieces behind, or people behind. That's what I mean. Leaving certain people behind. But it's time for you to stand in your truth. Because with this Five of Swords, I really feel that there's some deep pain about some things that were said, possibly by a female. See, look, there's Seven of Swords. Someone, you may have found out somebody lied. You may have found out someone betrayed you in some type of something to do with some money, or how someone was supposed to be buried. Somebody lied in this bitch. But don't play with Taurus like that. I know the Cross Watchers company gonna be in the comments. It was Taurus that did. Okay, but this Taurus reading, so I'm talking to them. Now, if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you too. Now, you found out about a lie and you can't believe it, and it's just causing so much confusion. So you blocking motherfuckers, right? A lot of people are trying to communicate with you and you blocking them. You're getting away from them. You got things to do. You don't have time for it. You're not standing for it. Because at the end of the day, it's important for you to stand in your truth, and be fully in your power and take care of yourself. There may be a number of, maybe you found out about a third party situation. Someone lied about it. Maybe you found out about, I'm finna go. That's why it's been so hard to do these readings during this time. Okay. It's one thing all my other reads trigger people before all this stuff start happening. That's fine. But I have a different feel for things right now because people are not at their strongest points at this time. So I have to be very careful. Blocking someone because of a third party situation. Blocking someone that wasn't telling the truth about their part, the part that they played in a certain situation. If it's not third party, it's just, two other family members. And there it is again. Something about, someone being highly revered, held in a high regard. And Now you are seeing things for what they are, right? If there's any type of heartbreak when it comes to the finances or comes to being admired to the point where like someone may be a celebrity that you're dealing with and it breaks your heart to know that they are dealing with someone else. They may be an Instagram celebrity. Child, what? I don't know. Is that even a thing? Now, so now that you've realized certain things, you're not tiptoeing around situations anymore. It just feels like you're cutting it off at the head. You are not allowing this to continue to breed. You're doing the work necessary because this reminds you of something from your past. And you tired. That's what they said. You tired. Look, Queen of Cups. You tired. And you're going to sit in this chair and do your emotional to-do list and take care of yourself and empty out all that energy out your ovaries. You don't need it no more. Breathe. Recycle that energy. Up the spine, the crown, and down, and hold it in your navel. Because you got work to do. You don't have time to be sitting up here hurting and arguing and crying and fighting and fussing and all that. That's what it's leading to. A good strategy, like I told you at first. Playing games over here.